And if you're Klesmit, Jason, you have to understand where he's not quite as comfortable, which is moving to his right.
A lot of his buckets have come off assists from the Bellevue, Nebraska native Chucky Hepburn. You hear the boos raining down. Corner from the three, and it goes down. As Klesmit knocks that one down.
Good spacing on the perimeter, and that was set up not just by the spacing, but by the fact that the first basket by Klesmit was in the lane, so they don't close out as aggressively.
13 points, 5 assists. Picks up the loose ball here. Nebraska 6'7" point guard Sam Griesel the opposite way. Tominaga's first shot attempt off balance, wanted a foul.
What that did is it forced Tominaga. See, Klesmit and Tominaga have been going at it for the last 2 or 3 possessions. And the benefit of the doubt went to Klesmit there, but pay attention with
Sam Hoiberg, his minutes up considerably since about mid-January. I'd say that about a few guys on this Nebraska team. Meanwhile, Walker against Wall.
Nice job by Esijan.
Shot clock doesn't reset. Tominaga looking for his first bucket. There it is to wake up Pinnacle Bank Arena. 9-0 Nebraska. Your start. Tominaga in the corner. There's a foul down low, and this is called against Nebraska.
Yeah, I think that was a frustration foul, because the bottom of your screen, when this shot goes up, and I think what they're taking a look at is a possible flagrant, because you saw number 32 doing his work when the pass was on its way.
Multiple threes now in 20 of his last 23 games.
In the wrong place at the wrong time.
Nebraska has not had the lucky hops or bounces today. It just hasn't gone their way in that regard throughout the afternoon.
Wait, how about time? Some nice passing in close quarters. Yeah, you cannot. Klesmit got caught in far side, and that was just an advantage.
Scoring 24 and 30 against Michigan and Penn State. Last win for Nebraska came against Michigan, came against Penn State.
But by Cade of getting a body on Crowell.
Tominaga looking for back-to-back threes. He finds it. That could spark the run that Nebraska needs.
Yeah, and Esijan was trying to set up a little bit of a backdoor. Lays Cade to come over to set the screen, and a little bit of contact.
Hepburn had enough space to get that off. Tominaga tapped it to. Draws a foul out high there. Couple of shifts prior to that timeout. And Wisconsin find an answer. Esijan couldn't. Board to
big right now with both Walker and Blaze Cade on the floor.
Tominaga, wow! All 14,811 wanted that to go down. It did, and it's a 2.
And most recently, even though he fumbles it, man, how quickly does he get that up and out? Because Klesmit was right there, and he's letting all 14,000 know he's pleased with Nebraska in the midst of an 11-0 run. The 3 most recent from Tominaga. Tough catch and delivery with Klesmit there, getting the crowd into it. And I tell you who else got into it, Jason. Esteemed guest here.
The WBO World Welterweight Champion of the World, Terrence Bud Crawford. Potentially could. Tominaga steps back. He wants the 3 and hits it. A little stare down as well.
Oh, well, we talked about it earlier. He and Klesmit, he just keeps moving. And Klesmit got wiped out. Kind of got knocked to the floor, the primary defender. You see him going down to the screen right there. And then a really good job by Griesel. It's a small thing.
Tominaga didn't have much space.
Well, they've got to switch.
Walker came over to help. Wall finds Esijan. Don't want to give him much
to score. He got to the rim. That forced a scramble situation, and Crowell was able to come in behind.
Badgers have played in
just a godsend for Nebraska here today.
Looks like he's back, certainly from that. Still time on this shot clock for Nebraska. Tominaga was calling for it. Wants a bucket.
Play with the conversion.
Nebraska pulled off the upset over at the time a 10th-ranked Wisconsin team that had just beaten a top.
Even his shooting range, you go for the gamble to steal, and Esijan makes you pay off the dribble.
Crowell had enough space to tee up a 3. Strong Tominaga there for the rebound. Wisconsin coming off an overtime win over Penn State. Tominaga short on the three. Came flying in to try to get his own board.
Look at Keita. The job on the defensive glass. And if you are Nebraska.
Oh, man, he'll take it. Tough shot. Keita the board, and that'll do it.
And then he forced, even though it's a small degree of difficulty, forced a more difficult shot, and we're going to go the other way with an illegal screen on. Good strong show there by Wall that forced Riesel to go a little bit farther out. Nice job defensively by Tyler. Well, he might have been able to kick it out because Klesmet was wide open at the top of the key.
Tominaga, an absolute blur to the rim to tie the game.
Push yourself outside the restricted area. It's enough to bother it. Smart play by Tominaga. That's a good sequence by that young man, okay? Because he didn't go
headed to the line here.
Overcomes a 17-point deficit here in Lincoln to pull away.
Statement win for the Cornhuskers in a seat. Don't forget, we got hockey tonight. What a game.